guys, Kai from Kai's Take Corner, back with another English dub thoughts on Digimon Adventures Try. Like always, annotations and iCards will be appearing and links in the video description of my full review of Digimon Adventures Try Part 4 Lost will be everywhere around the screen and in video description because I've already reviewed this movie in its 4-part installments with everybody's labelled it as Digimon Adventures Try episodes 1 to 4, part 4 episodes such and such, with the episode being Lost. But that's not how I'm doing it, because these are released as meant to be released as a film. Hence why when they get the physical releases in America and in the UK, they re-release them as the film. And like always, I will be taking a look at the UK packaging as well within this film as well. First off, I will have to say is Tara Strand's Kari yet again changed the voice again. I don't know if it was me or anything, but the moments each time Kari spoke, she rarely had any lines in this film, but each time she spoke, last film she finally nailed it, had that Kari voice that I grew up with, that I know, with that like weird, I would say lisp, but it's not really a lisp, but it's just the way that she spoke. It's in there. And yet, she finally had it in this film. Finally, like, great. She's finally got the film that everything's there and done. But then suddenly, it goes again. So far, she is so inconsistent of how Kari's voice is, and that's the only downer. Kari was one of my favourite characters back in 02 and in 01, and yet she's completely inconsistent on how this character looked and felt voiced-wise. Yet again, the rest of the cast was great. The English dub was... I love Jeff Nimoy's portrayal of Dark Genai, or Genai. It was so crazy. The fact that I remember his good Genai back in 02 when he was the young appearance, and the fact that they went in and they were I think were planned to get a different guy voicing this character, but then Jeff just went, "Hey, that's one of my characters," and they went, "What? Really? That's one of your characters? Alright, you can voice him then." It was amazing how many characters he voiced back in the show, and is actually doing it. It was nice to hear all the characters and stuff again, and the reboot and everything. Like I said, the review and my actual thoughts, and now I'm just talking about my thoughts on the dub. I will say Lost actually makes me confused on music contract licenses. Because we got Digimon Are Back Again song as the opening theme for the UK releases now, because we get a week after the Shout releases, so we essentially get the Shout versions in the UK, but we get our own packaging for it, with the Japanese packaging, with the slip cover. Like I said, I'll do a full package review for Part 4 Lost in a bit, but I want to keep on talking about this. But yeah, but it was nice. For background music, we heard Butterfly, and I think it was the first time in Digimon medium of an English dub of Digimon anywhere we had the original Japanese track song of Butterfly played anywhere. We had the UK. This is the second time I was hearing it, most likely because the first part, I think we were originally meant to have it. We were originally meant to get these as Japanese only releases, I think, or we were going to get a different dub entirely. I don't know the whole secret about the UK origin facts about the original UK releases, but we ended up getting the Shout Factory / the Studiopolis's Toei dub with it. But I think because we were meant to get Part 1 before Part American at some point, so we already had part of it with Butterfly already incorporated into it as that, because we didn't know how it was going to work. I think it was a whole licensing of the Digimon Back Again song, but then slowly we just started to use the Digimon Back Again because we were starting getting it a week after the getting it a week after the Shout releases back in the West, back from the US. So that's how it's worked. But it was nice to hear Butterfly as an insert song. Even included a bit of lyrics as well. So lyrics did pop up during it as well, because it was nice to actually see the lyrics appearing on screen while it was on the English dub setting, so we could sing along to it for that. Storyline wise, like I said, was a continuation for part 3. They went to the digital world, they met their digital partners, they rekindled and everything with them and everything like that. But like I said, check the video description, check an annotation, check title card, check whatever appears on screen for my full review. I will be also having it as an end card for this video as well, so you can check out the playlist of my reviews for this and all this subsequent thing, and I will have part 4 actual review as an end card as well. But overall, this was an okay part. The dub was slightly better. Yet again, Tara's strands. Sakari is still being really inconsistent again. I was hoping that now that she finally found her footing, she would have kept it. But even though with the minimal lines she had, I understand that sometimes she only had minimal lines, so it's hard to recreate the voices that you could probably have. But yet again, that's the whole point of hearing your voice beforehand, to then know, I can recreate it. But this whole inconsistency, how Kari sounds, is really, really getting annoying. Is she going to have that weird, like, tone or speech or not? Because this is meant to be Kari in the middle gap where probably her voice does change a little bit and she probably loses it. But it's in that place where she could end up keeping it as well. It just doesn't make sense, because this only is, what, 3 years after the events of the return of Melamiotismon from 02. Her voice shouldn't have changed that much. I know it's a different voice actor, but the fact, and she's given it her own take, the fact that Kari's voice was very iconic, and I mean very iconic, it just shows that you need to keep that kind of consistency in the voices as well. I love the other actors taking on roles for characters, but sometimes when it comes to a franchise like Digimon, and definitely a series that is returning back to the first 2 seasons, it really makes me wonder. That makes me think they should have tried to get people that can voice like them, or could create voices that could easily be them growing and aging up, and this voice can work as an older man for our assistance. Tai, they had to get Joshua. I'm not just speaking about Tai. No one can mimic him unless it was Jason Sparks. He did a very good Joshua Seth impersonation for Tai. If you don't know who he is, it was Sunkets and Grimjow from Bleach and Sunkets on Kill la Kill. His voice actor, yes. He voiced Tai in the 4th Digimon film, Revenge of Diablo-mon. He was a very good mimic, so even if they didn't get Joshua Seth back, they could have gone him. Because he did a good mimic. Because when I watched that film, I couldn't even tell that wasn't Joshua Seth. Even now I still can't. So, he was a great Tai replacement. Well, Joshua Seth replacement. But I'm glad Joshua Seth is back. And I'm glad a lot of the characters. One actor I'm kind of curious is the only thing I'm a bit annoyed, I don't know, because I didn't hear quite a lot of Berdramon's voice. No, not Phoenixmon voice in this. But I don't know if they decided to keep Melody Sparkovic, or whatever her name is, who voiced Birdramon and Garudamon. But I don't know if they also got her to voice Phoenixmon, because when I heard the Digivolution sequence, it did sound like that Phoenixmon suddenly went male in the voice. But, like I said, it's very hard to like I said, it's very hard to distinguish if it did or not, but that being the case, that is pretty much it with the thoughts on this dub. It was great, like always. Like I said, there was a bit of Tara Strands is yet again, but everybody else did a great performance, like always. They've always done great performances. Tara Strand just has that inconsistency in Kari's voice that has been bugging me. I don't know if that is my autism of me hearing a lot of detail and hearing the detail in the voice again, but yet again, it's been bugging me, and that will be always the big criticism of that voice, of her voice for Kari, and if she doesn't, for the last two films, finally decide to stick with this one voice and actually sound somewhat like Laura Jill Miller, or the original, or what, I can't remember. I know her name, her first name is Laura, and I think it is J Miller or Jill Miller, something Miller, or the original Kari voice, and have that weird speech. Everybody knows that Kari had that weird, like, she sounded old, but not old. There was some form of, like, accent within that speech that she had, and it's starting to get really inconsistent of it. Right, I'll end the video after we take a look at... Oh, crud, don't tell me I've torn that. Oh, no. After we take a look at the packaging. So let's nip to the review station. Let's do it. Right, guys, so here we have the UK release of Digimon Adventures Try Part 4, or Chapter 4 as it is known up there into Lost. As you can see, we have a picture of Matt, Tai, Sora, Gabumon, Agumon, Beamon on the front here, all being pally. I do love Agumon here, and his face just wrapped, like, just bear hugging, piggybacking Tai from under the waist there. And I also love Gabumon there as well, and Beamon just being a bird. But there we've got the Digimon Adventures Try English text logo there. We've got Toei Animations and Manga Entertainment. We've got a PG here. Yes. Spine, Digimon Adventures Try 4, same rating. Toei Animation. Oh. Spine, got the same detail for the spine again. Toei Animation, Manga Entertainment. Back, can you read that? We've got Digimon Adventures Try, Chapter 4 Lost. Yet again, they're continuously doing the theme of the text being on angle, the images being on angle that I don't really like. And we also got new bonds are forged between old allies. Following Meicumon's rampage and the reboot, Tai and the others leave behind a distressed Meiko and head to the digital world. Once reunited with their Digimon partners after the loss of their memories, they begin to forge new relationships, although Sora struggles to bond with Beamon. Meanwhile, in the real world, Nishijima receives word that Himikawa has disappeared. As he investigates, he learns that she had a hidden agenda all along. So yeah, so it's got that red packaging here, really nice on the back here. Let's take off the sleeve. We can look at the case. Now the case is reversible, like all the past releases. Is reversible. I don't know how you can see it, but we've got the poster here, and I'll zoom out a little bit like that. Here we've got, it's a poster release. We've got Digimon Adventure Try down there. We've got Ho-Ho, Sora, Matt, Tai at the top there. Machinedramon, Phoenixmon. Yet again, Adventure Try Part 4 without the age restrictions. Toei, same story but it's reversed. This time we've got it in white. disc like all the others. We got it in red this time around, and the special features or bonuses within this collector's edition is no surprise similar to the first. First up, we have a fold-out poster that I'm planning to hopefully get framed with all this release. But as you can see, it is pretty much the movie poster. One really nice that includes. And this is the first time the art card stick thing has ripped off because I made sure to keep that intact. It's just the cellophane's a bit more cheaply made this time around. So now we've got some new art cards. So let's look through those. Agumon. I will go and tell you my thoughts on this. Now, this picture of Agumon really is nice. Him floating really reminds me of him being in the internet beams on in Children's War Game, and that's where this really reminds me of. Then we've got Gomamon, Biomon, and Tentomon, and then we're back again. I'm curious about if we're going to ever get art cards of their megas, because there's only so much art cards you can do with the rookies. I thought with each film release they could have at least, like, first two films we get all the rookies, next two films, part 3 and 4, we get all their champions, and then 5 and 6 we get their megas or their ultimates. But yeah, that is pretty much it. So let's head back to the main screen, and before I show off, I'll just quickly show off the reverse sleeve inside of here. As you can see, this is pretty much the main slipcover that we just covered, so you can see why I switched it to the movie cover for the main case, is because of that you can have best of both worlds. So let's head back to the main event now, shall we? Right, after just noticing I had a bit of ketchup on my face during the first segment and during the packaging review, it really did bug me, so yeah, sorry about that, guys. Normally I'm clean sometimes. But yeah, I was a bit of a scrubby bugger there. But yeah, so that was it. Like I said, most of the voice cast was great. Like always, it was nice to hear Butterfly in the main segment, but I think Butterfly played there in the Japanese track as well, so it was nice that they kept the Japanese background music yet again for this segment. So hearing Butterfly play there was really, really nice. Definitely for the English dub as well. It was nice to hear Butterfly, but I'm a bit annoyed that I will say this. Yes, it would be nice to have Butterfly as the intro, and it would be nice to have an English translation version of the intro as well, like Lieb Deine Träume for Germany. If you haven't checked that out, check out my Season 2 reaction video of Digimon Adventures Zero German dub. No plug-in for my react videos. Season 2 are back, but it was a little bit uneven. I would have been fine if it was Digimon, Digital Monsters, Digimon are the champions, because Ron Wasserman, you know, the legendary composer for Power Rangers, Ron Wasserman, did do a complete album called Power Ranger Redux. That album, he had to go, he went through the process how he had to do it, where he had to get a license so he could do covers of these songs. Toei, you could have done the same for that one track, for the opening, the one track, and just got and done a new cover with the guy that he got to do the Digimon Are Back Again song, and got him to just do Digimon, 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 digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Change into digital champions to save the digital world. All the lyrics, or like how it changed from season 1 to Entertainers, where they incorporate. You could have incorporated, still kept the tune of going Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are back again. Like actually incorporate are back again, but in the tune of the digital, and then continue with the remake, the cover, and then change into digital champions to save the digital world. Mega Digivolve. And everything like that, because this season is them focusing on getting all getting their mega forms, so altering it from the champions and everything, because even in season 1 it altered slightly as well, so yeah, but who knows, I might end up getting comments saying, nah, they should have just kept it with Butterfly, and I agree with you, they should have. And this has gone into a little bit of a rant now, more than a thought video, but well, this is a thought video, so I'm including a bit more of my thoughts. Every time I would do my thoughts on the English dub of each part, I end up repeating some stuff, and then again I done it again. So that will be me ending. And like always, check my Facebook page, follow it, follow me on Twitter, links are down in the video description down below. Hit that subscribe button. It'll be appearing here, and a black bell that will end up ringing will be appearing here too. So don't forget to subscribe, and once you subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification bell, so you can keep up to date with all my videos whenever I upload them, because I haven't got a tight schedule due to a full-time job, as I mentioned in every video. But also at the end of here, you probably might end up seeing title cards of my full review of Digimon Adventures Try Lost here, playlist of Digimon here, subscribe here. Well, no, I've already done the subscribe bit, and then and then probably you'll see over my face the react video of Digimon Adventures 01 German opening here on my face. Links to all of everything, and comment down below what your thoughts on the English dub of part 4 was, down in the comment section down below as well, so we can keep these digital monster discussions on a go. And I'll see you later. I've been your host, Kai from Kai's Take Corner. See ya!